Apparently, my favorite golf ball brand hates making money. Cut Golf is a brand I've admired for a long time now, and their email marketing is the least amount of effort I've seen from a golf brand in a long time. So here is the last three emails that I've received from them, and as you can see, same exact template over and over and over and over again. And this is not uncommon. These emails are basically constantly following this same exact template. I can click on any of these emails and you can see same exact template over and over and over again. So what I've done is completely redesigned their emails in three different styles. So the first one is the classic e-commerce fully designed email style. The second one here is what I call copy centric. So hero image plus body copy. And the third one is the ugliest, unsexy email you'll ever see, the plain text style. So let's get into the good and the bad here. So the good thing is Cut Golf's copy is good enough to get by, which I think is why they continue to run this, because they do a good job of speaking to their readers' problems. They have a wide variety of topics that they speak to. They touch on pain points. The copy is there. The email design is not. What is happening here, I think, is the readers are going email blind. So it's like the Febreze nose blind thing you've seen on TV for years. After a while of sitting in your own stinkiness, you go nose blind. Same thing with email. Like you are sending the exact same template and their eyes just glaze over. It's just the same thing over and over. Cut at the top, image, body copy, button, over and over and over again. Sometimes they move the button up, sometimes it's down, but it's pretty much the same thing over and over again. This is what it could look like. And the reason I use all three of these emails styles is because with my golf clients, this is how we vary things to see what works the best. And typically the fully designed emails are more of infographic style, that kind of value, entertainment, education, those kinds of emails in between the promotional emails. Promotional emails are more direct. We like to use a hero image with a little bit of body copy about the offer, or if it's the end of the promo, we'll send a message from our founder, CEO, whoever it is, super direct. Like this one's from Sam. He is the founder and CEO at Cut, and these ugly ass emails convert like crazy. These are typically some of our best emails, but we only send them about every fifth or sixth email as long as we've got something direct to talk about. So let's get into these styles here. First one here, like I said, fully designed email. So first thing here on the phone, it's going to look like this. The button should be visible in the first scroll. This one might be a little low, to be honest, but could be bumped up here in 5 out of 6 categories. Then the button, we would have to see how that looks in an actual email format. But the cool thing here is this hook is this ball, specifically cut blue, which is actually what I play, beat Pro V1 out of 5 out of 6 categories. That's a huge claim. Any golfer in the industry knows Pro V1. It's typically regarded as one of the best balls. And, you know, a lot of new golfers immediately just hear about Pro V1 and think it's the best, but it's not necessarily true. The side-by-side testing results reveal different data. So whenever you click through here, this data would be on the next page, which is on the Cut Blue sales page, but they would have to click through to get it. Brief body copy talking about the comparisons, and then we want them to click. That's the goal of the email. Contrary to what most people will tell you, it isn't always about getting a sale. It's about getting them to click through to the sales page. And then after that, if we still don't have them, we'll give them some more reasons to buy into this. These are just basically like features and benefits, going through different pieces of the golf ball and different benefits that you'll get from using this golf ball. And then the main thing here, the final kind of last ditch effort to get the click, is really the price. Half the price, same performance, if not better. I would add that there. But basically you're getting Cut Blue golf balls, $30 a dozen versus $60 or more. 60s, I've seen higher than that too. And try Cut Blue risk-free. So direct CTA on the design email. So moving on to the copy-centric version of that. So this is the hero image. Again, first scroll, could test that button higher, see how it goes for click-through rate. same image as the designed email. This could be a good split test. And then here's kind of the beauty of it. If we don't get the click on the first scroll, then they are going to see something they don't see very often, which is copy. So this is directly from Sam, founder, CEO, whoever it is you want to send from. I did something big golf companies don't want you to see. So first line, I love something like super hooky, super catchy. And then basically having a subtle CTA above the fold here is, so I treat these like two different click opportunities. First one here is the hero image. They didn't click there. They kept scrolling. Next one here is the kind of mystery click. Like I took the cut blue golf balls and that gives them the opportunity to click. It's just a soft CTA. All it is hyperlinked. It doesn't tell them to do anything. It's not a direct CTA like we've got further down, but it gives them the opportunity to click through. The next one just talks about the results. So we're moving right into the body copy here, which is the main focus. So we've got the hook. We've got the value of what we want to communicate here, which is basically saying our golf balls are better than the ones that you're paying double for. And then moving on down to the transition and then the CTA, which is the link. So again, this is direct copy straight from the founder himself. And that's really what I'm seeing working best with my clients. It removes the whole, hey, we're a brand and we're going to speak to you as a brand. You know, that just makes you blend in with the Titleists, the Callaways, the Pings, whoever it is that you're competing against, and really putting a face to the brand. I look at email marketing in 2025 as an extension of influencer marketing. So whenever we have the CEO, the founder, the CMO, the COO acting as that influencer, there's a relationship that develops with the list that you're not going to get in other mediums. Email is super personal. Right now, they're just flying through social media, scrolling as fast as they can, but their inbox is a little bit more sacred nowadays. So I like to treat it that way with a little bit more copy than a lot of brands. Like, yes, we are using designed emails probably 60 to 70% of the time. We're going to use the copy centric time, the other maybe 1 out of every 5 emails, and then the plain text style 1 out of every 6 for really just direct stuff. So it still is relying on heavy design. But the thing with a brand like this is, like, it's a golf ball. There's only so many ways that you can show the golf ball. So you're going to need to lean into things like infographics. And that's really how I would handle this list if I were managing the list for them, is leaning into education via visuals and design, and then copy. That's kind of the 2 avenues that we can go through. Because if you don't catch them on the first scroll, then you can get them on the next one, which is why I really like the copy-centric emails. And same thing here. If we don't catch them on the first scroll, then they can go down and look at things like charts, data, any kind of comparison, breakdown of the golf ball. Like this 4-piece tour construction section right here could be an email in and of itself. We could break down each one of these layers, fully educate them on what the difference is and why are they paying 3 to 4x for other golf balls, which really is you're being charged for the marketing that goes behind it most of the time. But we could educate them on the fact that they're getting the same type of golf ball without the markup. And then lastly, like I mentioned, the plain text email. So this is, like I said, the super ugly email, but it's just super direct. These are great for flows. They're great for beginning and ending of promotions. It's like, hey, like I'm recording this on July 4th. Hey, we've got a promo going on. Here's the details. Have a great day. Like, that's a perfect plain text email from the founder. Another one could be end of month recap. Those are super hot right now. You can send a plain text email to where it's like, hey, here's some cool things that happened this month from my point of view. Another one's into the promo. Like, hey, there's 6 hours left. Just want to make sure you didn't miss out on this. I saw you didn't use your code yet. Here's that code again. Have a great night, Sam. Just super, super simple plain text emails. And I'm telling you, those crush it. So 2 ways you can do plain text. You can do it HTML style to where it's just like a simple, like it would just have basically like this cut, like right there. You would have that and then just this body copy. So you would eliminate this hero image entirely, just the body copy, and then keep it short. Like, this is super short, got some bullets for easy skimming and reading, but I like 100 words or less. Very, very, very short. And that's really how I would handle things. So with Cut, they have a major opportunity here. And I think that the slight shift in email marketing can make them a ton of money. So with this shift, they can lean into more natural conversational marketing that has a better look and feel that will let them keep up, but also differentiate their brand voice and keep them standing out, which is what they're really strong at. If you go look at their website, it's awesome. It's got a ton of branding and it really shines in the whole us versus them, which is, those are my favorite brands to work with, is just the ones that you can harp on and say, hey, this is what's great about us and why we have this line in the sand. And basically you need to pick your side. So that's what I love about this brand. So hopefully they get to look at this and take some of this to heart and implement some of it. And if they want any help, if you guys are watching, let me know. I'm happy to help you out and give you some pointers or have a quick chat. So hope you got some value out of this, and I will see you in the next video.